Good evening, friends. I am CV Sharma back with another video here on units and dimensions. And this is the question we are solving now. And this video. So this is the question: can pressure, density, and velocity can be taken? Whether they can be taken as fundamental quantities? This is the question. So the answer is no. The answer is no. Why it is no? We will check why it is no. So the thing is that the pressure density, rho is density. This is how we write rho. Rho is density and V is velocity. They are not independent. Not independent refers to they are dependent on each other. They are dependent on each other. So dependent on each other means they can be connected by some relation. 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 So this is this is what is called dependence. Dependence means something that these quantities they can be connected. They cannot be connected between each other by some relation. That is what is called dependent. So independent and they can be related as P is equal to rho V square. So the pressure is equal to rho into V square. How did we get this rho V square? That we need to little bit of small workout we have to do. So let us see this one. So the basic fundamental idea, pressure is force per unit area. You can write from this. And now what is force? If I write this force as mass into acceleration, in a simple terms, I'm explaining this mass into acceleration divided by A. And now let us understand this. So I need, what is mass actually? Mass is like density into volume, rho into V. Mass is density into volume. Density into volume. So mass is density into volume. So the A is the acceleration. So you have density into volume. And now you have the acceleration. Acceleration is like velocity divided by time. Velocity divided by time. And then velocity is something like this you need to work with. Velocity divided by time. And you have, this is the volume. And then this is the area. This is the area factor. This is what you have. And now you have this, what is this volume by area? This factor we need to work with. So volume, if you have to see, volume is nothing but some area multiplied by length. Okay. So I'm just deriving this based on, I'm not considering any figure. These are basic ideas which are useful in physics. I'm just expressing over here. So you have length is something like volume by area. Volume divided by area, like this you can write. So wherever you see this volume by area factor can be justified as length. So I can write rho into x into v divided by t. But x by t is what? It's something like a distance divided by time. So that gives again velocity. So this factor is again velocity. So you get rho into v square. So this is the general idea workout of the simple quantities by just relating the simple quantities. This is not actually the way of deriving it, but I'm just expressing how do you relate the quantities. So, but these relations, the basic proportionality relations and inverse relations will help you to understand the tricks and trade to solve the problems in physics. So that's the reason I'm explaining this here. So I hope you understand how you are getting this rho into V square, density into velocity square. So that is actually pressure. So this is how they are connected. So they cannot be taken as the fundamental variables. To check whether the pressure, density, and velocity are dependent or not, we can also use the following mathematical method. What is this mathematical method? We have to understand this. So let us write the pressure as M L inverse T power minus 2. Work out the dimensions of pressure. Pressure is force per unit area. I hope those who have seen the earlier videos, you might have understood how we have done the pressure. And mass ml T power minus 2, that's the dimensions of the force, and area is L square. So this is how you end up with this. And density mass by volume, based on that you will end up like this, and then velocity you end up like this. And now you write in such a way that in this order only you write mass, length, time. In this order only you write with the powers, with their powers. Okay, you write this powers. And now in the same order, you have to solve the determinant now. So this is the determinant. So this determinant, we will write the powers of mass in a column. So 1, 1, 0. That's what you are seeing. 1, 1, 0. And now minus 1, minus 3, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3, 1, 1 here, sorry. So minus 1, minus 3, 1 here. And now minus 2, 0, minus 1. So I'll represent this once again. See, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, 0, minus, so sorry, this is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. That is the first one. So that is the mass per unit. And now length, let us take, this is minus 1 and minus 3 here, and this one is 1. So here is 1. And now here when you go to the time, so that is minus 2 here and 0 here and minus 1 over here. So this is how you get. And now if you solve the determinant, so solving the determinant, I'll explain you later. So you have to put plus minus plus and then solve the determinant. And if you solve the determinant, if you get the answer 0, which means that if you get the answer 0, it means that the terms are dependent on each other. If you get the answer 0, they are dependent quantities. So I hope you understood this, and then I'll explain separately in the next video how to solve the determinant. Yeah, thank you all. That's it for this video, and thank you all, and then let's meet in the next video.